Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station.
To Splash 105.5 FM. Very good morning to you. 3 minutes past 8 a.m. Broadcasting live, of course, from Ibadan. Hoping that you're having a good morning. It's still quite early, but yes, I'm sure you can tell when it's going to be a good day. Oftentimes there are surprises that you don't see coming, but mostly once you step off the bed, you can tell what kind of a day you're going to be having, especially considering the kind of plans you have. So I'm hoping that this Tuesday is going to be one of those days when you're really excited and then it turns out to be that much of a great day. Welcome to Splash 105.5 FM. We are glad to have you. It's the 29th day of June 2021. Just about wrapping off the month of June, first quarter of 2021. Things are about to get even more interesting and exciting. Hopefully, we have all of this in peace and security. Now, security is the focus of our conversation this morning. And if you listened to us earlier, then you probably know how I intend to drive the conversation. Recently, there's been some comments by elected officials concerning self-defense and how we have the responsibility to fend for ourselves as far as security is concerned. And that's what I want us to focus our discussion this morning on. By the way, you can join us on Facebook. We're streaming live on Facebook, facebook.com/splash 105.5 FM is how you can find us. Remember to leave a comment if you like and also share with your community. We'd appreciate that. Share the videos as much as you can and just join the conversation and have a look. For those who perhaps can't have their radios for one reason or the other, you can listen and watch on Facebook. That is an added advantage. And for those who might be traveling out of town wondering how they can take Splash FM with them, it's easy. You can listen to us anywhere you go on our website, which is www.splashfm1055.com. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you're out of Nigeria or in another part of the country, as long as you have an internet enabled device, you would be able to listen to Splash via that platform. All right, so join us on all these different platforms and share the word. We will definitely appreciate it. Now, to our conversation for this morning, whose responsibility is it to secure lives and property? Is it the government's or is it ours, you and I? Well, I ask this because of what seems to be a trend in this administration. Maybe it didn't quite start with this administration. Maybe it had existed before this administration, but it seems to be more prevalent in this administration. And that is the rhetoric that citizens should rise up and defend themselves against arm-bearing bandits. And this is a generic term, whether we're discussing Boko Haram, bandits, or kidnappers or whatever. All these peoples, in many cases, bear arms. But you and I are expected some ways, especially going by the recent comments that we've seen from some elected government officials, to defend ourselves against this. This defend yourself position was in recent times first put forward by the Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, in February this year. He had implied that it was an act of cowardice for people in communities to allow themselves to be attacked by bandits. And at the time, I think this was sometime in February of this year, most of the headlines that reported that story had it as "Don't be cowards, defend yourselves against bandits," minister tells Nigerians. And the crux of that news was that the minister had said that citizens should resist such attacks and let the criminals know that even the villagers had the competency and the capability to defend themselves. He was responding then to a question on the growing security situation or insecurity in the country following incessant attacks by bandits across the north. This had been just hours, I think, before the Kagara abductions in Niger State. He had wondered why people were running from minor things like such attacks, in apparent reference to the attacks by bandits who he said sometimes carry only a few rounds of ammunition. And his words exactly were, "Is it the responsibility of the military alone? It is the responsibility of everybody to keep alert and to find safety when necessary, but we shouldn't be cowards." At times, the bandits would only come with about 3 rounds of ammunition. When they fire shots, everybody runs. In our younger days, we stand to fight any aggression coming to us. I don't know why people are running from minor things like that. They should stand and let these people know that even the villagers have the competency and capability to defend themselves. End of quote. Now, this was the situation at the time. Remember, I said February. Just about 4 days ago, something else happened, something similar to this. And this time around, it is Governor of Katsina State, who was reported to have said the same thing. In fact, he took his a notch higher by saying it was ridiculous that people are not defending themselves against bandit attacks. I'm going to play for you what the governor had to say, so that you listen and hear for yourself the exact words of Aminu Masari, who's the governor of Katsina State, one of the states that are battling banditry at the moment. And this was just a few days ago that these comments were made. So let's hear the governor, shall we?
Security is our responsibility. Why are we surrendering our responsibility to some people? I cannot see how more committed a police officer or a military officer can be more than any one of you. Why should I sit in my village, Katsina, Masari, sorry, in my village, and be only making telephone calls without doing nothing? Every bandit, every criminal has an address, has a location, and they are human beings like us. The only difference is that they have taken arms against us. Does it mean we have nothing to take against us, against them? Do you mean that we should vacate all our villages, all our farms, all our houses, and surrender them to bandits, and wait for a police officer, General Emeka, all the way from Enugu to come to Kaduna and rescue me? This is ridiculous. Why? Look, I think part of also what this Katsina initiative needs to do is to go around to all these local government. Let us talk to the people. Defend yourself.
Governor Aminu Masari of Katsina State there. I want to believe that was clear enough, but for those perhaps who didn't make out the words, security is our responsibility, he says. Why are we surrendering our responsibility to some people? I cannot see how more committed a police officer or military officer can be than any one of you. Why should I sit in my village and be only making telephone calls without doing nothing? Every bandit, every criminal has an address, has a location, and they are human beings like us. The only difference is that they have taken arms against us. Does it mean we have nothing to take against them? Do we mean we should vacate all our villages, all our farms, all our houses, and surrender them to bandits and wait for police officer Emeka all the way from Enugu to come to Katsina and rescue me? This is ridiculous, he says. Goes on to say, I think part of what this Katsina initiative needs to do is to go around all these local governments. Let's talk to the people. Defend yourselves, he says. Now, the interesting thing is the members of the APC, or at least these two personalities whose recent comments I read out to you, are not the first who initially started talking about defending themselves. Way back in 2018, General T.Y. Bello made a similar comment, only that he was criticized then by the Minister of Defense at the time. I think it was Mansour Dan Ali, who had said that General T.Y. Bello's call for people to defend themselves was a call to anarchy, and it was just going to breed disorder. But now it seems that the tone has changed, I believe. We have to take a commercial break. When I come back, I'll read you more details of those comments that were made back in 2018 by T.Y. Bello, the circumstances surrounding why he made the comments, the reactions that he got, and 4 more prominent Nigerians who seem to be calling for self-defense. And then I will be asking you, what do you think a Nigeria where we defend ourselves against insecurity will look like? And to be more precise, what, in your opinion, does it mean to defend oneself? Does it mean get a gun? Does it mean buy a machete? What does it mean? I mean, when a governor gets up and says it's ridiculous that you're sitting down here allowing these people to attack you, defend yourselves. What does that mean? We'll take a break and we'll be back shortly.
Captain.
Yes, coach.
Shebi you sabi say if this our school go follow carry shoulder for people wey sabi, we must win this match.
Yes, coach.
No forget say 1, the time to win as they blow whistle to start the match. 2, no forget to protect your net every time.
Yes, coach.
Yes, so my correct champion.
Okay, champ. Make you go eat. Make you bath so that you go fit sleep well. You hear?
Papa, you don't forget the net, oh.
Aha! Oya, tell us how we go take 4 malaria hand.
All of us must sleep inside net every night. And when we know they use the net, now to arrange them well, keep one side.
Better pikin.
Our champion, we sabi every.
Papa, make you no forget you and mama net, oh.
The mosquitoes where they carry malaria, now for night them they bite. If everybody sleep inside net, mosquitoes no go bite anybody and malaria no go worry anybody. This message, now the Federal Ministry of Health and support from American people carry and come.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher, a pilot, an astronaut.
Kids have big dreams, but a lack of iron in their diet could affect their brain development. That's why 1 sachet of Cerelac Junior provides 50% of their daily iron needs to help them learn to their full potential and fulfill their dreams.
A musician, an architect.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Now your clothes will be cleaner than they've ever been. Ariel is worth it. Well, Ariel is worth it. One wash removes 99.9% germs and eliminates
Because this is just a radio ad, you can't get a taste of this delicious hot chocolate. You can't savor the irresistible aroma stemming from this mix of Cadbury chocolate, milk, and sugar. You can't even feel the warmth that comes with every sip. But do you know what you can do? You can make yourself a mug of Cadbury hot chocolate right now and feel the goodness in every sip.
Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate. Enjoy the Cadbury goodness.
Hey, Michael, how's life? Life is great, Frankie, but it's really hectic, man. Right from when I leave for office in the morning to the long hours I spend at work and then the traffic snails while coming back home leaves me feeling tired and stressed all the time.
Guy, I can totally relate to that. I've found a solution. Revital.
Revital combines the power of Panax Ginseng, 11 vitamins and 9 minerals, and is clinically proven to fight tiredness and stress. Revital, physically active, mentally alert. A quality product from Rambaxi, a Sun Pharma company.
The UEFA Euro 2020 is here, featuring the best of the best. The Sergio Ramoses, the Ronaldos, the Harry Kanes, the Mbappes, and of course you, the super fans. From Friday the 11th of June to Sunday the 11th of July, you can watch your favorite stars battle it out, match after match, to be crowned kings of Europe. The UEFA Euro 2020. It's anyone's game. Get and stay connected to DSTV to watch every game live on SuperSport or on the DSTV app.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Madam, you look excited. Rushing somewhere?
So you haven't heard about the higher thermocool Jara Overload promo?
No, just me now.
You get free instant gifts like TV, blender, cooking oil, AC kits, and so many other exciting rewards when you buy select models of higher thermocool freezers, fridges, washing machine, generator, and standing cookers. No raffle, no draws.
No, I can't miss this.
Oh yes, the higher thermocool Jara Overload promo is available in all Thermocool showrooms, Cool World, and key partner stores nationwide from June 17 to September 19, 2021. Terms and conditions apply. Higher Thermocool, always there for you.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more stew. Nice meal. My chest.
Suffering from heartburn and indigestion? Try Just Eat. My recommendation for the past 26 years. Just Eat is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Just Eat is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity.
Jested, now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read leaflet inside.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us. It's 8:21. You're listening to Beyond the Surface on Splash 105.5 FM. My name is Charity Jerome. Today we're looking at insecurity and the recent calls by government officials, governors, of late for Nigerians to defend themselves against such attacks. And while I was laying out my background earlier, I kept referring to T.Y. Danjuma as T.Y. Bello. I wonder how many people cringed for the many times I said that. Apologies. I meant to say the former Chief of Army Staff, retired Lieutenant General Theophilus Yakubu Danjuma, not T.Y. Bello, the musician. And I hope that I do not make the mistake again as we proceed. So, I have told you about the two most recent calls for Nigerians to defend themselves, mostly against banditry. I mean, we first had this from the Minister of Defense, Bashir Magashi, in February, and just 4 days ago by the Governor of Katsina State, Aminu Masari, when he was addressing people in Katsina. And I was just going to tell you how T.Y. Danjuma had made these comments or something similar to this way back in 2018 and the reactions that followed. So, as at the time, he was reacting to an attack that had happened in Taraba State, where scores of people were reported to have been killed. And he said, quote, "You must rise to protect yourselves from these people. If you depend on the armed forces to protect you, you will die." End of quote. These were the words of the T.Y. Danjuma in March of 2018. Now, it sounds similar like what we're being told now. Defend yourselves. Why do you sit back and watch these people attack you without doing anything? However, I should let you know that after he made these comments, there were different types of reactions. The army reacted. Even the Senate had a stormy session following his comments. And I'll just tell you a bit about these reactions. After he made the comments, the army then said that it was its responsibility, its constitutionally charged responsibility, if you like, to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria and to aid the civil authority whenever called upon to do so. And it said that the comments by the former chief of army staff was unfortunate. Let's get that part right. Yes, it said it was unfortunate, especially at this critical time, that the military had embarked upon demilitarization of the north central region of the country. While the Nigerian army would not want to join issues with the elder statesman, however, certain facts need to be clearly stated in the interest of the Taraba people and the Nigerian public. Now, the statement goes on, and I wouldn't want to bore you with the details of that, but I could summarize it to mean that the military was committed to ensuring the security and protection of lives in Nigeria. They would arrest anyone found with unauthorized weapons and arms, whether in the name of defending themselves or not, because that was not what was the right thing to do. So this was the reaction of the military in 2018 when T.Y. Danjuma had called for people to defend themselves. You see this reaction and then you wonder, what has changed between 2018 and now? Is it a realization that this problem is bigger than the army, bigger than the police, bigger than the government? Could that be the reason why a governor like Aminu Masari would say to the people that it is ridiculous that they would sit in their villages and expect help when they can rise up and defend themselves? But most importantly, what does defending oneself mean? Because when he says defend yourself, these people mostly come with guns and other assorted weapons. So in defending yourself, what do you do? When governors make statements like this, or government officials make statements like this, what do they expect the people to do? Like, I've been trying to wrap my mind around this since I heard those words. So am I expected to go and get a gun? If so, from who? The Nigerian army that says it will arrest me for owning one? Or am I supposed to defend myself against marauding bandits with a broomstick or a mop stick or what? Now, just to add to it, T.Y. Bello is not the only person. T.Y. Danjuma, okay. T.Y. Danjuma is not the only person who has called for Nigerians to defend themselves in the recent past. We've seen Governor Autumn have that position. Even the governor of Rivers State once said that same thing. I think he made the comments when he visited Governor Autumn in Benue after an event that saw the death of quite a number of people, and he was advising the people to rise up and defend themselves as well. The former emir of Kano Yes, was also reported to have in 2014 asked people in Borno to defend themselves against Boko Haram terrorists who had been, wreaking havoc on communities in that state. So it's not entirely a new call. However, I'm concerned about this resurfacing call, especially for people who are in position of authority within this administration. I told you about the Minister of Defense, Magashi. His was in February. Most recently, Governor of Katsina State, Masari. Is this something that you think we'll continue to see as insecurity continues in Nigeria? I'm just wondering about that. But what I would want to hear from you is, what do you think a Nigeria where people defend themselves will look like? And to your understanding, what does defend yourselves mean? When you hear statements like that, how do you process it? How do you interpret it? What do you make of it? And if you were to take an action based on that statement, what would that action be? I've got to take another commercial break. When we come back, I'll be taking your phone calls and messages. Our numbers, let me just put them out there: 0809-155-1055. You can either call in or send a text message, but that would be after this commercial break.
Captain.
Yes, coach.
Shebi you sabi say if this our school go follow carry shoulder for people wey sabi, we must win this match.
Yes, coach.
No forget say 1, the time to win as they blow whistle to start the match. 2, no forget to protect your net every time.
Yes, coach.
Yes, so my correct champion.
Okay, champ. Make you go eat. Make you bath so that you go fit sleep well. You hear?
Papa, you don't forget the net, oh.
Aha! Oya, tell us how we go take 4 malaria hand.
All of us must sleep inside net every night. And when we know they use the net, now to arrange them well, keep one side.
Better pikin.
Our champion, we sabi every.
Papa, make you no forget you and mama net, oh.
The mosquitoes where they carry malaria, now for night them they bite. If everybody sleep inside net,